Welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today I'm working in the Waterfall journal, the signatures that I'm doing for that. I'm going to make 2 journals, so just in case you hadn't been around. We've done this one, we've done this one. Today we're going to do this one. So cute, right? It's going to have it's a pocket here, but it's also a waterfall, and there's a pocket inside. Now, you don't have to do this one. I'm going to do a different one today. Whatever decoration you want to put on the edge of it, I'm just trying to keep the inside as flat as possible because you're going to have places to put pictures over here or whatever you want to put, you know. So it's just a pocketed sort of flip out thing. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm going to set this aside somewhere, and we're going to work in this one. I got to find the right page. This one. So what I'm going to do, so I don't lose my place in here, I'm going to take this page out. That's why I don't like putting I'm going to put the pages in backwards, so I know where to put that. So see, that's why I don't like to sew the signatures into a journal cover beforehand, because, yeah. Okay, so I've got a few things here prepared. I'm just using one sheet. I printed on both sides. So we've got this polka dot and that polka dot working, okay? So this is what I'm going to do for the inside pocket on that thing. I just did some die cuts. Whatever you want to do, you can use decollage scissors or what. You just make a straight one. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do, right? So I've got that up there. We're going with a 6x9 on the actual little folio that flips out. This pocket is in the kit. If you don't have this one and you're just crafting along and making this for another journal, just make you a pocket that'll fit on the front of it, right? Okay. So these are the journal cards we're going to stick in it after we get it made. The photo flips, I call them, whatever you want to call them, the ones that flip up. They're 4 this way by 4.5 this way, and I've only did 4 of them because, yeah, I didn't want to. It's not huge, and I didn't want it to get too bulky. So 4s seemed like the right way to go. Okay, now we're gonna do our folio cover because we have to have this the right size before we start with anything else, okay? Okay, we've got 6x9, so we want it 6 high, 9 wide. Okay, I'm just going to measure it. Sure I am. I'm going to measure it this way so I get my 6 high. And we're going to use the leftover pieces from this to make our inside pocket. So we won't have a whole lot left on this, a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, pencil. We've got 6 high, and 9 wide. Okay, right there. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're going to cut. Yeah. We're going to cut this one. Unless it cuts off our mark, because if it cuts off my mark, I'm going to cut the other one first. Yeah, I'm going to cut the other one first. Because I want to, you know, I'm trying to be efficient here. Let me move these out of the way. Okay. 9 is where? There. Right, like so. Yep. Make sure it's straight, because that can get awkward. Okay, see, we've got a little bit left here, that we could use. And we're going to have this part down here left. So save your leftover pieces for pockets. Okay, now we're going to do this. I just want to fold this in half. And since I'm working on this color, I'm going to fold it this way. You get more contrast, you know, that kind of thing. Trying to get it straight. Okay, that's our folio. That's simple, right? That's simple. Okay, put that aside. So this is how we're going to put it on here. This is going to be the pocket underneath, and this is going to open up. Okay, so let's get these in. Okay, now 4 1/2, 4 this way, 4 1/2 this way, right? And score on that half. So you've got a 4 by 4 square. Okay, so what we're going to do is take from our score line and just take a tiny wedge like so, and fold it. You want it to be folded where the lighter color is on top because you're working on this color. So I'm trying to go back and forth between the contrast of color. If you don't have this kit, that's fine. Go back and forth between the contrast of your color. You don't want them to fade into each other, really. I mean, you know. So just take a little bit, just that tiny wedge from there and from there. And get all these things out of my way because, yep, okay. That just gets, yeah, problematic. Okay, bone folder, and we're just going to fold these. Like I said, we're going to fold them to where we have the light side up. Okay. You can ink these. I don't think I inked these on this. Or maybe I did. Let me see. Let me see what I did. I did ink these. Okay. So, yep. I'll ink them because I do want that vintage look. I do. So we're gonna do that and give it all a good squash down. And I'm gonna pause and ink and get everything ready because we've got to put tape. We've got to do this and that. But I might show you how I do the tape because that keeps me together. I'll go ink and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're inked. So we're ready to start putting the tape on here. I did this a little differently. We all evolve as crafters, so I came up with this thing, and I thought, I wanted to put them down already in the right place. Does that make sense? I don't want to painstakingly try to line them up, and maybe they're right, and maybe they're not, and maybe they're this, and maybe they're that. So what I did this time, as I said, we all evolve as crafters. That's what we do. So I took some tape. You get them lined up. Now you don't have to do it this way. You don't. But for me, this was like, oh, what an epiphany. I just did this. And it's narrow tape. Okay, it is. And so I'm going to do this again. And then I'll put these together. This lines them up straight and exactly where you want them to be, right? And I don't know, it worked for me, so I'm going to try it again. It holds them still. Now they will wiggle around because it's narrow tape. It's not rigid, but you can move them right back into the right place and go, ha-ha. Yep, this is what I did the other night when I was prepping for this video. I thought, this is what I want to do because it's easy. And it keeps them in place. So if we put this on here, that's awesome. And it keeps them in place, okay? It works. Now, is this going to hold them on the thing? No, it's not going to hold them on the thing, okay? but it's going to hold them together in the place we want them to be, right? Okay, so next step of this little process is to take the backings off. And, yep, like so. Just a little something that's holding them where you want them to be, right? It works for me. If you don't like it, just don't even do it. But I want to put them all down at the same time, and I want them to be straight, and, you know, that kind of thing. So I have this little bitty bit of stuff that's, you know, holding them in a straight place. Yep. Okay, now we've got something helping us, so we're going to just straighten them up, stack them like so. Yep, like so. Get them really, really straight on our, you know, thingy. And that one's being a little complicated. But see, they're just right there where they need to be, so it's so easy to put them down. To me, okay? I understand it's not for everybody, okay? I do understand that. So what we're going to do now is just take these backings off. I'm going to take 2, and then we'll, you know, play it safe. We'll take 2 and put our glue, which I forgot. I'll be back. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go again. Now, we're just going to glue our top 2 in, and then we'll come back and get these other ones once these are in. I think I put them all down at one time when I was doing this, because, I don't know, I was just trying the whole thing out. Is it going to work? Is it going to not? You know how you do. Yep. So, we're going to center these on here, like so. Press those down. Flip it, press, flip it, press. Now we'll go back and get these other 2. Sure we will. Because, yep, we wanted that to let go. Okay, now, it's already down straight, so we don't have to worry about placing it. We just have to worry about getting these glued down. You see what I mean? It just lines up so awesomely, and it works great. I think this may be my go-to from here on how to put these in, because, you know, they get a little bit skew-iffed with you, and you have to, you know, stress over them. I like stress-free crafting. Yeah, I do. I like stress-free crafting. That one's trying to be wonky. Okay, let's see here. Okay, just make sure they're straight with each other. Once they're straight with each other, you're good, right? Okay, let's clean up a little bit and move on. I'm going to give these a good roll. Now they do lay down really flat once they're settled in. They do. Okay, now we do our inside pocket, and we see what we've got left over here in our pile. So we want it to be, and I just put it as a flat pocket, not gusseted. I like a gusseted pocket, but I'm trying to keep everything in here as flat as possible. So that's what we're doing. What do I do with my pencil? Here we go. So I'm just going to mark here, like so, and trim that to be the size I want it to be. And then I've got a little decorative die cut thingy that I'm going to try. If not, that's okay. We will we will do what we do. Okay, so this one's going on here. Where's my die cuts? I know I laid them over here. Yep. Okay, so I've got these, and I knew they wouldn't be long enough for real, but I thought maybe I could overlap them just a bit and then have it, you know, like so. Maybe this way, you know? I think it would be better to do it this way. I don't know. Maybe. I want to put this on top of there, so let me do just a tiny bit of inking. And then we'll go from there. The die cuts are flatter than lace. I'm explaining myself now. But and I did back these on file folder because, I mean, it's going to be, things are going to be pulled in and out. And you can turn it around and put the pocket here. You just don't want to put it in your fold. Ooh, would that look better? I mean, I've got this other one on this side, but I could put this one on this side. I think it would look good either way. So let me try that. Let me try it. You just don't want in your fold of your this, right? You want to stay away from that. Let me give that a good press down, because you want it to be really folded, really, you know, because that's the front of your pocket there. Okay, now moving on. Not that way, this way. And we're just going to take like 1/8 of an inch up from there, okay? All right, let's make a decision here. Are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? I think I want to. Let me see what I can do with it. Because if I put this on here and then I piece this together, then it, oh, that looks okay, doesn't it? If I just piece it there on the end, I would be trimming off, I don't know, maybe I should piece it with this end because that's an end, you know, and it would be smoother curve, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let me get some tape on this and we'll see where we go with that. Maybe I'm gonna just put tape on the bottom so that it helps it stay in place and attach. Okay, now I could leave it like so, but I don't like that. I like it to be at the end. So what if I did it like this and put it to this way, but then I don't have that? Ooh, I could do it to the back. And then it would be, I think I'll do that. Okay. Let's see how much I'm gonna need. I'm just hemming and hawing now. Okay. I'm gonna need to there. I'm gonna need that much right there. So I need to trim that and then piece it together. It may not look good. I may just throw it out. I don't know. But I'm gonna try it, dagummit. Okay, let's see. Right there. Okay. We're gonna give it a go. like that. Make sure to the end and to the end. It's not looking good. I don't like that. Okay, all right. I don't like it. It doesn't look good. So that's not gonna work. I could put this on the front like so. I don't know. Dies are only the size they are, so you have to work with what you've got. I could round these corners. Ooh, let me try that. Let me try that. If I round those corners, then it would be coming up to where that is. I don't know. I'm being weird, I know, but hey, you know. Okay, let's see if that's going to be closer to... It looks better. I like it like that. Okay, let's do it. We've hem and hawed enough. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Because, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to put this at the top. And move forward. Wasted enough time hemming and hawing. Okay. Yeah, this thing does have its little issues. But it is helpful, so I'll work with it. You guys have to let me know if any of you've got one of those, and if you use it regularly. I do use it regularly, but okay. Now let me. Where's my? I'm gonna give it a roll. Okay. Still, this is flatter than, you know. That's pretty. I mean, really. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. So we need glue here, here, and here, right? Or would it look better this way? I'm hemming and hawing again. I still think it would look better that way. Okay, we're doing that. Okay. Just a thin bead of glue, so you don't take up any more than you have to in your pocket, right? But make sure it's covered, because I'm not putting any tape on this, so you just want good coverage but thin bead. So yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, now I'm doing it this way. Yep, right like so, and it's gonna fit right on there like so, and get mucky all over my mat. Of course it does. That's okay. We're gonna give it a minute to settle in. Mucky again. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, now I'm not gonna put anything in there yet. It's just, all this needs time to settle down. So what I'm gonna do next is our pocket, our front pocket, I mean. And that's this one. Okay. This one is already set up to where you can, you just fold it along the, along the lines, the image lines, and it'll be fine. Okay. And then we'll put it on the front. Yeah, she says. Okay. Now, a little bit of inking, just because, ooh, that's got stuff over on the other side of it. Let's see if we can give that a tug. Yes, much better. Okay. I don't want that to be showing. All right. And there. Since this is the front, I am going to go and put some lace on the, because I put lace on stuff, you know how I do. All right, get my lace, and we're going to have it going down that way, like so. Yep. Give it a second to grab. There's that. Really nice. It just adds a little pretty, and it adds some strength to that pocket. Lightweight cardstock is fairly strong for a paper product, but you want it to have, if something's coming in and out of there, you want some strength there. Okay? Alright, so we're going to set this on here before we lace up, and it'll be like so. Okay? Get these on there. this is just a fun interactive element, and it really is a powerhouse. You can put a lot in something like this. That's why I'm doing my best to keep it flat, because if someone's using this as a, you know, to put pictures in and such, it's going to bulk up a bit. So you want to keep it as flat as possible when you're making it, so that you don't add to the bulk, and the person using it can add as much as they want to without it being too bulky. All right, we have to think through these things. All right, okay, just centering it a little above the bottom. We're going to need some room for some lace, because yep. Now on this side I will turn it over and make it, you know, in, because that's folding out. I'll show you in a minute. You want your, if the lace is poking out this way, it can get in the way of it folding out. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, in a roundabout kind of way. So, but you want it to poke out the other way. So we do our fold over, right? We do that. Okay, let me give this a good roll. All right. We've almost got it ready to go in our signature. It doesn't take long to do something like this. It's just working out all the stuff. And I got all the stuff worked out for you. So, you know, you don't have to do too much hemming and hawing. Unless you go back and forth over which way you want that pocket to go on the inside. I don't know. I still think we made the right choice on putting it on this side. The other way things could, you know, slide out. This way they won't. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. Now, what I was talking about with the lace is this. We want it facing this way over here. And then we're going to turn it over so it's poking out over here. So let's just do it and I'll show you. It's pretty simple. It goes pretty fast. You don't have to worry about it taking too long. Lace is just, it just adds so much to things. So it's pretty, yes, but it's also functional. Okay, because this is the edge of your pocket, but it's also the side of your folio, your fold out folio. Okay, so it's a little complicated, we'll say. Not too much. I mean, really, it's just figuring out the logistics of it, right? Okay, now we're gonna do this. Get my lace let loose. So instead of folding it up to make that corner, we're going to flip it over this way so that we've got it like so, and it's pointing out this way. I hope that made sense, because this is pretty this way. I didn't want it all to be facing in. There's no need for that. So yeah, and then on this side we'll make our corner. Like so. Okay. Then we go down through here with our pretty lace. You do have to watch when you're putting lace on the edge of a opening up thing, because sometimes the glue can get into a place you don't want it to get. So Always check that before your glue's been there too long. So, just saying. I'm trying not to get my head in the camera, because I need to see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Pretty, huh? Okay, one more corner, and then we're just going to meet it at the other corner. We just nudge that right in there. Yep. Give it a second to grab. Get some glue off my fingers, because, anyways. Okay. You need a goodly amount, because you want it to have enough to get a good hold. Right? Like so. It's trying to not hold there. Sometimes when it's, you know, lace on lace, it needs a minute more. So let's trim that off, and then we can, if we need to, we can put a clip on it. I'm not opposed to clipping something. Okay, really pretty. All right, now, it's staying now. Okay, we've got, I gotta look at this one because I'm trying to match them up. All right, we've got to put some cards in here, and I'm not putting the same exact cards because, you know, I would have to make some more. I'm just saying. Okay, and then we're gonna put this one in here. So pretty. Ready to fill up with pictures and what have you. Okay. And we've got our little paper doll because she's cute. Did I ink her? I don't think I inked her. I want a little bit of ink around there. Gosh. I don't want to get this on my mat though, because, yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to stick her in here. That's my little paper doll. Really cute. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and, as you see, this is going to be a pocket this way. So no tape on this side. I tell myself that. I do. And I'm going to use the heavier tape because I want it to stay. And it's going to be plenty big enough pocket. You don't have to be chintzy on this. So, no tape here. Just, I keep telling myself, you know. Am I putting this down? Yeah. I can second guess myself all day long. I am professional at it. Okay, now, here we go. Yeah, this is plenty big enough pocket to put just about anything you want to put in it. Seriously, no worries. Okay, and there. So we've got, let me move this one out. And you see how flat this one's laying? I didn't even put a closure or anything on that because it just lays flat once it's settled into its place. Okay? So we're going to put this on here and let it settle into its place. Lays flat already. I don't mind. I really don't. Okay. Little glue here and there. Okay. So let's get it down there and say, oh, that's pretty. Right? That's what we do. Oh. All right. Here we go. You just want to make sure your edges are down really, really good. You don't want them having any kind of gaps or anything like that. Corners, edges, all that stuff needs to be really, really, really down. Really good. So, just saying. Okay, now, we're going to do it this way. Centering it on the page as best as possible, right? Yep, like so. That's the pocket. We're not going to pull on it. We're going to open this up and give it a good pressing. Okay? Alright. Now this isn't the last time we'll see polka dots because, well, there's this side that's on the other side of the, signature. But yeah. I wanted something a little bigger to work on this time than, a small thing, so really pretty. Very nice for our signature. Okay, let's bring our signature back in. Is this the right one? Because I don't know. No, this is not the right one. This is the other one that's already done. Okay, let me find the right one. Here it is. Okay, yep, we put it in there backwards because, yep, this goes inside this. Yep, yeah. Okay, now, okay, sheesh. Where is it? Not that one. We've done that one. Okay, find her. Okay, now that's where it's going to be in the signature. It's going to be all nice and pretty. You open that up and you go, "Aw." And when it gets dry, we'll put a nice journal card or notebook. You can put all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, really. So we've got that. And we've got, let me find this one. That one. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Cute. Okay. I hope you guys are crafting along and making a pretty journal. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful when we're done, okay? 2 different journals, sort of the same, more or less the same. This one has the rose thingy in it, and this one has this in. I think they're both fine. They're both look really nice, okay? It's cool. Okay. I'm going to hush now. Enough's enough. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.